Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about Mercury in retrograde. Hi, my name is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area. That's just outside of Houston. I work with my angels and guides to assist my clients in many areas of their lives, to bring them special messages from loved ones who have passed, to dialogue with their angels for guidance into their own situation, or to assist them with their own psychic abilities. If you like my content, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. So Mercury goes into retrograde April 26th in the sign of Taurus. And it will station full retrograde on May 10th in the sign of Gemini. And then it will stay in full retrograde until June 3rd, 2022, it'll back all the way back up into Taurus again. And then when it leaves retrograde on the 18th, it will be back in the sign of Gemini. So this is going to be kind of like some intense energy. And when Mercury is in the sign of Gemini, it's going to be a little more intense because that's its home planet. It's kind of its ruling planet of where it goes. And so one of the things that's going to make some changes for us, Mercury is always about communication. So the closer to face-to-face communication you are with someone, the less likely you are to have miscommunications. So I would say kind of try not to email too much, try not to text message too much. It's one of those, there is so many things that can be misinterpreted because it's just words. When you're on the phone with someone, you can hear kind of like they're like, huh, what are you saying? Or they may even say that right away, where over the email or text message, they go, oh, I knew what she was talking about. She's insane or whatever else. And they kind of throw conclusions out there, even if they're absolutely wrong. So the better communication is face-to-face or over the phone communication. When you're face-to-face with someone, you can understand it when they kind of go, you can go, okay, let me explain further, or let me give you more information. It makes it much easier. But because Mercury is going to be going in retrograde in the sign of Gemini, it is going to make people want to talk more and communicate more. A lot more text messaging, a lot more emailing, a lot more Facebooking or Instagram or TikTok. All of those are going to be kind of going crazy during this time frame because people are going to choose to communicate more. So understand there's going to be a lot of misunderstandings, and if you call it first, it actually puts you in a sign of just being more calm. When someone texts something to you and you're kind of like, what in the heck are they talking about? If you just answer that back going, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I did not understand what you said, it makes it so much easier. Or if you're going, I may not be understanding this correctly. What I heard you say is blah, 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 and restate it for them. Because a lot of times they may not have heard it. Sometimes people do voice to text, and so sometimes it sends some crazy messages. I have had that issue myself. And so that's just a little bit easier way of kind of communicating with this energy, and kind of communicating with this gets a little bit easier to kind of communicate and kind of that sort of thing. So one of the things I will tell you is this Mercury in retrograde, you may have to take a nap. I know, crazy, huh? There may be some times, especially towards the end of Mercury in retrograde, where you're just going to kind of feel like, I need to take a nap, I need to take care of me, or I need to take a break. If you feel like that, definitely do so. And make sure that the other people around you are also honoring that time of like, hey, I just feel overwhelmed. I'm going to go back and lay down and take a nap for a little bit, or I'm going to go and relax for a few minutes. That's going to make life so much more easy and much more calm for not only you, but everybody else around you. This retrograde, because it's in the sign of Taurus for a period, and then time in Gemini, it's going to be back and forth energy. So one of the things that's really important to understand is allowing changes to your schedule. Sometimes that would be scheduling time away from someone else, or I'm saying I need to take a break for a little bit. It could also be maybe I just need some time off from work and I'm calling in mentally health sick kind of day. I'm going to take some time for myself. That can be a really, really positive one, but it can be overwhelming. So make sure that you take things easy and try not to take other people's words to heart. A lot of times during this time frame, there are going to be miscommunications, and it's just going to happen that way. So one of the great things to really understand is when Taurus is kind of, when Mercury is in Taurus, it is ruled by the planet Venus, and that can make us feel a little bit more sensual, a little bit more talkative, a little bit easier to kind of go through the phone issues and that sort of thing. And I will say, kind of take things easy. Love yourself more than anything else. If you need a salt tub, do it. If you need to take some time away, do it. Or if you need to adjust your calendar to give yourself some time, or readjust, kind of like, this isn't, got too many things back to back and I need to take some breaks in between. Life will be so much easier and easier to adjust to. So let's pull some angel cards and let's get us some insight into all things Mercury in retrograde. So the first one is all about manifestation. Manifestation can happen in so many different ways, and one of the things that when we are trying to manifest during Mercury in retrograde is really recognizing that when we are having miscommunications with people, usually it means that we've always had miscommunications with them. So take that to heart. Like, I need to really make sure that this person isn't taking what I'm saying incorrectly, or maybe I need to make sure that I'm extra clear, or there's anything that I need to clear up, I'm going to do that now before I ever get there. And make sure that you are communicating with them in a way that makes them feel more important, or makes them feel that things are going to be okay, and that you're trying to work on the communication issues. Next, playfulness. Sometimes when people have miscommunications or issues with Mercury in retrograde, they are like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. Everything is going to bad, or the computer is messing up, or the phone, it's going to happen. But when you are more playful about this, it makes it easier. I often tell my computer, it's like, okay, Mercury's going into retrograde. We're going to have some problems, but we're going to work through it. And a lot of times I get onto meetings early. I communicate with people in advance. If we have any problems, just call me on the phone. So if there's an issue, we can solve it right away. We're not waiting or, oh my gosh, hovering about going, oh my gosh, what do we do? It's calm, cool, and collected. They already know, like, I'm expecting communication issues, so we're going to make this really easy. That makes life easier. Getting ready early, or getting prepared early, will also help. And that can be some adjustments on your calendar as well, so making sure that you're having no problems with that. New beginnings. Start new beginnings. Totally start new beginnings. Really, the beginning of the beginning is thinking about it. So what are you thinking about that you want to change or adjust in your life when Mercury comes out of retrograde? Maybe it's changing your schedule so you do have time in between appointments, or you have a little bit of time off for yourself. Maybe that it's taking a little bit of a break, or maybe it could be even changing how you set your whole calendar. It can be amazing that way. The last one is healing. Mercury in retrograde, or any retrograde, is coming to bring healing, because there was already a problem or an issue there. We just weren't aware of it, or we knew about it, but we didn't really understand it as well as we could have or should have. So make sure that you are in communication with your angels and guides, and healing, and other people. And if there's a miscommunication, I always tell people, literally be the first one to apologize there's a miscommunication, and then try to get as close to face-to-face communication as you possibly can during that time frame, to talk it out. And a lot of times what it is they heard this and you said that, and so it's like, no, hold on, what I meant was this, and you didn't realize you're miscommunicating with other people. And that is a great way to know that you can fix Mercury in retrograde for you, for not only you, but other people as well. It can be amazing to fix those problems and issues right away. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.